Stay sane. FOYER.
Best us work for you. Look, man, I'm a youngster. Best represent dance, man, cause I am rock every culture. Painting, acting, build a logo like TP. This today I'm grinding hard. I want M's, no Illuminati. Putting in this work, yeah, digging up this dirt. Yeah. My homie, you better be watching this. The movement is dope, how we running it. Tune in the FOYER, my homie, I'm popping like all I'm an OG.
Banani Bahlali, welcome to the FOYER, where creativity is contagious, so we pass it on. Today we have Usile with us. Hello, Usile.
Hey.
How are you?
I'm good, thanks myself.
I'm good, thank you. So please tell us about yourself. Who is Sile? What are some of your achievements? What have you done?
I am Sile. I'm Mbuya Eval in Vredaging. I haven't been doing music for a long time, but I've been doing for a good time. I'm a musician. I've done performances in Joburg, Middelburg, Mpumalanga. I plan to travel more as I grow and expand. And I just have a strong passion for music. I've been passionate about music. It's just I've started taking it seriously as of late because I've seen the potential. And I think I just really want to express. That's all it is. Like, that's the reason why I chose music over every other career. The freedom to express fully.
Okay. And how were you introduced into the world of music?
Well, I think the first time was when my best friend's father was like, "Can you please come sing at the church?" And I think at the time I was like, "Why? Because why are you singing me?" You know? But he literally just said, anyone can sing if you really do love music. I think you can get the skill, acquire the skill over time and become better. And I think that just gave me the mentality that I can actually be a good singer if I wanted to. And since then, I've just been, low-key though on the side, just been like, okay, maybe I can do it. And now I've realized that actually I can.
Okay, and you sure can. So your music is very different, right? What genre would you classify your music as, and do you feel that it caters to a South African audience?
Well, firstly, I think I'd say I'm a soul artist overall, because I can go on any beat, but bring the side that I know will always be there, which is the soul, the voice, the content, which for me is the lyrics and stuff. But soul for me is in most genres have soul. In terms of house music, there's soul house. In R&B, there's soul for R&B. In hip hop, there's soul for hip hop. You know what I mean? So I think I'm a soul artist, neo soul artist. And the other question was, wait, what was the other question?
So the other question is, do you feel like your music caters to a South African audience? Because like when we were listening to it, you seem to be influenced by, okay, when I listen to it personally, I get a feel of like Erykah Badu, SZA, kind of that type of music. So do you feel that it caters to a South African audience, or is it more international?
Well, I'm working on the South African part, because I think my biggest challenge thus far was kind of incorporating the vernac side of me, because I had a fear of judgment. It's difficult to incorporate my culture, where I come from, and my history, because it's so diverse. I have a Sotho mother, I have a Swati father, I grew up with a Zulu grandmother. So the languages that I know, I often mix them. So to put them in a song, I've been trying to. And I think in one of my recent songs though, I use general slang that we use in South African, culture, general slang that we have. I use it as ad-libs in my songs. I don't know if you'd notice, if you listen, it'd be like the Sweetie Lavo, and that's an old song by Trompis, if you part of that culture as well. So I think I'm incorporating a bit of it, but it's still a work in progress.
And what is your biggest influence at the moment?
My biggest influence?
Yes.
Can I say spirituality? I think that's weird, but it's true.
Okay, can you tell us more about that?
I think over the years, I've just been wanting answers. I've been needing answers. I'm a curious person. And the biggest reason why I'm doing music right now and the way I'm doing it is because the answers that I'm seeking are somehow found in this music journey. A lot of people like yourself who are creatives have a lot of insight that is, I think, it enlightens me to a point where I'm comfortable with myself, which is something I haven't been before. So now that I'm around more creative people and I see, because I'm not the only one who thinks like this or operates like this or has this issue, I feel more comfortable to be myself. And so it's definitely like the spiritual part, because it's just connecting with people on a supernatural level is beautiful.
And I get what you mean, because music is also very spiritual, right? And what would you say is the best part about being a musician or an artist?
The people. The people. I could say it's the music. Like, I mean, music is at the top, of course. But I think anything that can top it is the experience of people. Whenever I get to interact, whenever I get to sing for people and they react, I find so much love in that moment. It's like I can't ever top it. It's so beautiful. It's as if finding your tribe and someone you've never known, and you connect and you understand each other. That is the most beautiful thing personally, because it's like, what? Wow. The relationships you can form with music it's been crazy.
So what are some of the difficulties that you face as a creative in Pietermaritzburg?
It's definitely the balancing of the work and play. I think because with music, I enjoy it so much. It's hard to distinguish where I should draw the line in terms of, okay, I should stop here and just focus again instead of continue having fun. Because music, once you perform, after that, like the adrenaline that you get, you just want to continue and have more fun and everything. But you have to go back to the business side. I think having to focus in terms of finances, I think that's a big thing. Resources, the general collaboration with people, it requires you have to be a responsible person, because you can't put people's trust can't be in you if you are reckless and not necessarily catering to what they need in terms of their business requirements, in terms of conditions. So I have to be thoughtful and mindful of that at all times. Because I'm working with people, I have to respect that they have time, they have a schedule. I can't just be out here being a diva or whatever it is the case with creatives.
And speaking about financial and the business side of things, a lot of artists feel that being in Pietermaritzburg, there's not enough support for the arts. Do you feel the same way, or do you feel differently about that?
I feel the same way about that everywhere. I think it's not just Pietermaritzburg, everywhere. There's not a lot of funding, there's not a lot of support in terms of the music industry, the art, media, the entertainment industry as a whole doesn't have a lot of support in terms of finances. If you want to be successful, I think you have to invest a lot in yourself, in your vision, in your brand. And in order for that to happen, not everyone is as privileged to have the opportunity to take a break from actually working to do something that could possibly work, could possibly not work. It's a risk. So some people have other responsibilities that they know they have to pay. Like, I have to pay rent by the end of the month, so I can't be performing throughout the month because I don't know if that's going to pay or not. And that's the situation that we face, is that you don't know if the venue, the event, the people at the event, if they're going to pay you or not. And if they do pay you, is it enough to sustain you for however long you need to be sustained? So I think it's a big dilemma. I think it's quite gargantuan, but it's like also I understand that the economy doesn't look really well right now. It hasn't been looking well for a while. I wish that could change, personally. I don't know if we were to find a solution where we would start, but I really wish we could start. Hopefully.
All right. Speaking about that, when you're promoting your business, right? So how has it been like promoting your music? Do you feel that you receive enough support from your friends and your family? And how did your family feel about you choosing this career, as you've said, that seems to be unstable?
Well, to be honest, my family wasn't happy at all. They were not happy at all. But I think they also kind of realized I don't have anything else, in a sense that there's nothing else I'm as passionate about as music. Nothing really, because I'm a person who wakes up, I listen to music. I'm in the toilet, I'm listening to music. I'm cooking, I'm listening to music. If I'm sad, I'm happy, I'm listening to music. Is just a constant. And they know this because there's no song that they can mention to me that I wouldn't possibly know, you know? But I think as a whole with the music, it's, I don't really know. I wouldn't say it was disappointing for my family. It was just a shock because I think I'm the first person to say I want to do music like this. Everyone else has been, if I want to do something, they do it and then they leave it. But me, I've been consistent. Every single time they ask me a question, it's the same answer. Best believe.
Yeah.
What do you want to do with music? Every time.
So are they still worried or have they calmed down?
My mom is more calm, I think, because I kind of reassured her through what her pillar is God, you know. So I kind of had to go I had to go to God so God could go to her and say, yo, it's good, you know. So once that happened, once my mom was okay with it, because she's fully supporting me. She's by my side. I call her every day to tell her how my day went, how my interview went, or whatever. And she's not as concerned about my safety because she knows that if I have God, I'm good, you know.
Alright. And do you feel that your friends are as supportive? Like if you are promoting a certain song, do they download it? Do they listen to it? Or they into your music path as much as you are?
A few of my friends. A few of my friends. I had one friend tell me that they're not into my music, but it's good. They said it's fine, but it's not their type of music. Of which I respected that, because it's like not everyone's gonna like your song. It's not everyone's cup of tea. But some of my friends have been very supportive, not just like on the business side of everything and the promotion side, but also just emotional side of it. They understand that it's a lot when you give your music out. It's not just my work. It's literally, this is my heart. This is a story that happened. I'm giving you a story that means a lot. So I hope you guys like it, and they actually do like it and they share it.
Professionally, what's your goal for the next few years?
Few years. I think to break into the industry. People should recognize me. I know it sounds weird, but no, it doesn't sound weird. People should recognize me for sure. But more specifically, to prove myself to people. I know it's not necessarily about getting validation, as it is. I don't want to say I'm an amazing artist, blah blah blah, but I have nothing to back for it, because that for me is like, what are you saying? I want to have things that back the statement that I want to say in a few years, that is, I am an amazing artist. I want to be an amazing artist. I want to make amazing art. It's my passion. I've always been that person. So if I can give amazing art and have that be what I stand by for and everything, I'd be very happy. So I just want to give and share that with people. If people can enjoy my stuff, I'm happy.
The bonus. All right, so speaking of goals, challenges, and support, do you have a mentor to help you deal with these kinds of things, or a role model that you look up to that helps you, form your own path?
I think there's no specific person, if I'm honest. A lot of people inspire me day to day. I think it could be anything. I'm a very emotional person. If you ask anyone who knows me, I can cry over a fly just across the room, because I'm like, oh my gosh, wow, that was significant, you know? I'm a very emotional person, so it could be any person I meet who has something meaningful to say or does something that's like important to me in that moment. That for me is enough. I don't have a specific role model, because anyone can disappoint, the truth.
True.
Anyone can be at fault. So I don't try to idolize anyone specifically. But anyone in my life who gives me good energies and just brings themselves as authentically as possible forward to me and allow we can exchange as vulnerabilities and everything. That for me is it's inspiration. I'm grateful because people for me have always been a huge factor in who I am. Just general people. It doesn't have to be anyone specific.
Okay. And who are your top 5 favorite artists?
Oh, does that even exist? Can there be a top 5? Yo.
Okay, let's make it a top 3. And maybe you can give me 2 of your favorite songs to make it 5.
This is hard because it's across all genres, right? Yo. Okay, so I'd have to... Louis Armstrong has to be there. Like, I'm sorry. Louis did some amazing things with music. A pioneer for me, Hugh Masekela. I think I loved every single song he made. It would reflect the stories of South Africa. I'd always feel like Angsekai whenever I'm listening to Hugh.
Yeah.
You know, Hugh Masekela. Yo. My favorite, guys, come on. Okay, Beyonce performance. I mean, no one can deny how great of a performer Beyonce, Michael Jackson. I'd put those two in like one little group. And then I'd definitely say, wait. There's an artist, Louis and the Yakuza. It's a French group. She's a female, but she's recent, she's modern. I'd say the reason why she's part of my top 5 is because personally I don't know French, but because of her, I think I know some French. I think I know some French.
Maybe you should give us a couple of French words.
Your bonjour, mademoiselle. You know, I know Pepe Le Pew, which means the stink. It smells. If it smells, you say, Pepe Le Pew. You know, I know a few words. And then the final one would have to be a female. Let's see, someone from South Africa. I would definitely say Lebo Matosa. Every single time I listen to Lebo, as I'd say with you, is that I'd always feel at home. I feel like, yo, okay, this is the vibe. We in Kasi now. Sisekaya, it's a vibe. She always made me feel like that. And she always had energy. That's the thing that I appreciate the most. It was always, give me, girl, give me.
I noticed that you mentioned a lot of female artists, and do you find it significant that there has to be female artists that you listen to, or is it just a thing that happens just because you're female?
I think there has to be female, because a female perspective is always different from a male's. Like, and it's enjoyable to listen to females because males are aggressive sometimes, always angry. That sometimes there's a female who can give you a perspective that's more somber and like their opinion and the way they phrase things. This is very important. The way they phrase it, they know how to touch the heart in a way that some guys can't. Because it's like, you know, girl, we are in line. Tell her we are here. So I think female music is always, it's more, I'm not going to say it's more soothing because that's just, but it's necessary all the time.
And we know that you are promoting a certain song at the moment.
Yeah.
So tell us more about that song and let our viewers know why they should download it and listen to it.
Well, it is called Gold Void. It's a freestyle, and I know a lot of people don't believe me because I'm that good. I'm that good. But it's a freestyle, and it's part of a trilogy of songs that are going to come out soon.
When
Soon. I want to say in a few weeks because I don't know when this video is gonna come out, nah? But let me say, for the end of October, y'all be jamming to some good vibes, okay? Some really good vibes, trust me. And they're gonna come out with visuals, so I'm very excited about that. You get to see and experience with your ears and your eyes the vibes that I'm trying to give on the plate. And I hope it's food for the soul. You know, I'm always part of that group. And definitely it's gonna be on all platforms. Your Apple Music, YouTube, Just click Sile, everything, everywhere you will find me. I'm there. I'm MTN. Everywhere you go, I am here.
Listen, girl, if you need a music video vixen,
Listen,
Lalela, I'm here.
Whoa, nah.
All right, thank you very much.
Thank you so much for having me.
Please give us your handles. Where can people find you? What social platforms are you on?
I'm on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok as Sileverything, which is SILEVERY.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for tuning in. This is
It takes
the best show you've ever
great
watched and
patience
experienced.
to follow hollow memories. How long would you take it? How long should I be waiting? Standing at your door, said you needed more of this pussy. Forgot that I saw you out there hooking up with her. I swear it nearly shook me. Pretend I wasn't looking. I'm sorry that it took me so long to get here. I was getting prepped in the finest designer. Had a couple glasses of gin juice and wine, but I'm not intoxicated. I promise I'm alright though. I had anticipated that I'm not another side hoe. Sweet to love, oh. See, I thought that you were mine, bro. You know I'm possessive, but I'll add another side note to my checklist. You belong to the street. You don't belong to me, and that's cool, 'cause I'll be riding down pretty soon, mark my words.